All right, y'all. Let me see if I can get my mic together. All right. It looks together right now, y'all. So let's hope it stay together. I don't know. Bear with me with this StreamYard stuff, y'all. Yeah, it's looking like it's blinking. So let's see if it will allow me to finish my darn. Let's see if it will allow me to finish my darn review, at least. Okay. So happy to see y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment to this video. This is like a push video to get this out before the next episode comes on. So please bear with me and my time of giving you guys this episode 9. All right. Love and Marriage Huntsville. This episode is called Open Mouth, Closed Mouth House. Open Mouth, Closed Mouth House. Where did they come up with this? I don't know. But we're just here to report on it. Okay? Before we get into it, please make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment to the channel. Show the channel support. It just really helps me out. It really gives me fuel, some type of motivation to be coming to y'all and y'all subscribing and liking and commenting and engaging with the channel. Okay, so this episode starts off with Ken and Trish. They're meeting up to discuss the party. They meet up in the house. It's maybe it looks like it's maybe a office in the house or whatever. So I feel like Ken is rushing back into marriage. Some people think that Ken is doing the right thing, taking his time, but I feel like he's rushing back into it. Like, get divorced, sign the papers tomorrow, and then the day after we can go ahead and execute the marriage. Like, Ken, like, you just like, she clearly is not comfortable. She clearly is saying to you that, listen, I'm already like traumatized by my first marriage. So just give me time to walk into this. And Ken is just like, I am just setting the tone. I'm gonna go buy a ring as soon as she signs the papers. Like, I feel like this is energy. So it's just like I just put like rushing her back into the marriage is going to do what? And it's going to be favorable to who? That makes me look at Ken in a different way because why are you such in a rush? Like, I get you wanting her to be divorced. I get that. I get that. We living in the same house. I'm taking care of your kids. At this point, I get why Ken would want to see a divorce when filed. Period. But at the same time, for you to rush her into this marriage is absurd to me. It literally is just absurd to me. So whatever. So they're talking and they're discussing it, and they're talking it, and then Trisha ended up saying that the daughter was saying that that's not even her dad. She was saying that that's not my dad. I'm gonna just call him Marquez, and and she's gonna call him Ken dad. I'm just basically summarizing what the girl said or whatever. And I think Trish should let her continue with these thoughts. As a woman that lost her father, as a woman that doesn't have her father, I just believe that that should just not be okay to you. Like, your child saying like that's not her dad. Of course, as girls they go through that, but I feel like you shouldn't let her continue with these type of thoughts, like Trish. Like, that is her dad. Like, that's her dad. God ordained that to be her dad for a reason. Like, you should say, like, that's your dad. I get that he discussed whatever issues that the daughter feels like he has, but at the end of the day, the facts is the facts, and that is your father. So just to be like saying that on TV, like that's her dad, I just feel like Trish, like you're selling your soul for these kids, and it's just like on behalf of these kids, and it's just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Trish says that maybe her and Ken or whatever, she should continue to go to therapy, which we all can say as a whole that needs to happen with Trish. But she ends up saying that I end up picking up and taking note to that she needs to take more of therapy serious, because she said that if a therapist tell her, why are you so mad, she's gonna say, why do you wear that shirt? Like, girl, you seem crazy, and that's not cute. Like, that's like ill. That's exactly what I put in the notes. Like ill. Like Trish, like ill. Like that's crazy that you're this old and you can't even comprehend therapy the right way, that you're asking therapists why did she choose that shirt. Like, whatever. So it's only so much that I can give y'all with Trish, honestly, because she is like, it's hard to watch, and I'll explain that a little bit later. But whatever. Let's go to the next scene. So the next scene was Martel and Maurice. So Martel comes and meets Martel in his house. Y'all, I think this is a stage house. I just cannot see Martel decorating any house of any kind, properly, or of any kind. I just feel like this is a stage, like Airbnb. But that is just me, y'all. Get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think this is like a stage Airbnb of any kind? I don't know. I just feel like it was just like, oh my god, Martel was just so fucking y'all. Martel was just so fucking irritating to me. Like, chill the fuck out. Like, you are irritating. You are irritating. Like, okay, let's get into it. I feel like going back to this interview that Ariane and Martel have done with this mistress, supposedly, allegedly, of Marcel's. I just feel like, wasn't Ariane a part of the shenanigans? Get down in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Let me know what you think. But wasn't Ariane a part of the shenanigans? Like, I thought it was a known thing that Ariane was there with them in Vegas, and she was a part of the shenanigans, and that's how she knew about the big backs in quotation. Like, I thought that was a thing. Like, I thought that was the thing. So I just thought it was funny that Ariane was supposed to be a part of Vegas. Like, I was like, where did you come in at, ma'am? Where did you come in at? Because I thought you were there. I thought you was in the presence of the hoes. Like, I thought you were there and seeing what was going on. But clearly, you were questioning Martel in the interview, trying to figure out what he had going on when you wasn't around. And it's just like, so what is your credibility here? Like, why are you here? Maybe Martel should have just been interviewing a girl, because I thought Ariel was a part of it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But I thought it was funny because I thought Ariel was a part of all the shenanigans. I thought that was a thing. I thought that was when the picture came out with Marceau and Martel and Maurice. I thought, it was girls blanked out in the video, and I thought Ariane was a part of it, and she said she was there. That's when the big back scenes came out. So I was just like, you wasn't even there? You wasn't even participating in the festivities, so why are you there? Why are you interviewing her? That's just what I felt like. And I thought it was funny how, Maurice brought up that they started Scope together, and now we're at this place. Like, it's just like, it's funny. It's very funny. Oh God, I hope I can get that out. 10:30. Okay, so it's very funny. It's just very, very funny. So they started Skull or whatever, and Maurice is saying like this ever since it started, ever since this has been going, it has been problems. Like, you and Marceau are having, issues or whatever. So Maurice, as he having this conversation with Marcel, using all these big words, it's really reminding me of like You know, when T.I. had his family hustle going on, he used to always use his huge words. He used to always use his huge words or whatever. You had to go to the dictionary and figure out what he is saying, like whatever. I think even Martel even had an instance where he was like, "What does that mean? Like, what does that mean, Martel? Talk plain to me, baby. Like, what are you even saying? What are you even saying?" So I also put it in a note that why does everything have to be so tight on Martel? Even the lounge clothes. I don't understand. Like, why does everything have to be so tight on you, Martel? Ain't this uncomfortable? That's why these gay rumors is flying like they're the way they're flying. Like, why does everything have to be so tight? Even the joggers, like, why does everything have to be so tight, Martel? I get when you're going out and you have your dress pants with your blazer and your polo tee, but why do you lounging around in the house even have to be tight? Why? I just don't get it, y'all. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. But of course, this all relates back to Melody. I said in my notes, of course, Maurice has to bring up Melody. Oh my God. So he brings up Melody in the situation that happened and how he felt about it. Basically, I feel like also Martel loves to be compared to Melody in any way he can, even if it's negative. Even if it's negative, he still loves to be compared to Melody. He still loves that, like to be in her presence while Melody's not here. Like him and Melody being on the same like stature, he loves that. He loves that. So for people to compare that Melody is hurt and she's putting his hurt on other people, and he's hurt and he's putting his hurt on other people, and they're doing the same thing to each other to other people, like he loves that. Like he is insane. Like he loves to be compared to Melody in any kind of way that he can. It's literally insane. It's literally insane. So I said it's funny how Maurice is just in the middle of all this. Like this is your brother. At the end of the day, all gloves are off when it comes to my brother. All gloves are off. When it comes to my brother, you not finna say some shit. You're not finna pull some shit. You're not finna nothing. Nothing, y'all. So that's why I feel like Marceau, not Marceau, but I feel like Maurice knows that Martel has information on him. So I agree with people when they feel like that Martel got information on people. He does things to have certain information on people. And I feel like Martel has information on Marceau. That's why Marceau is moving the way he moving and not trying to push Martel buttons so far. This is my opinion. That's what I think. I think that's why he's trying to reason with Martel. He's trying to say like Martel, like where are we gonna go from here? Like blah blah blah. Like saying talking shit about Melody, like bringing this whole situation up with what he had with Melody or Martel. I feel like all that comes from he doesn't want his tea to be spilled. That's all that is. He don't want his tea to speak, y'all. He don't want y'all to clock that tea. He don't want y'all to clock that tea, and that's all I got to say about it. Like it's just so funny to me that Maurice is in the middle. So Maurice says that Martel is a Satan in Melody's eyes. He's a Satan in the flesh in Melody's eyes, and I agree. I feel like Martel is Satan in the flesh when it comes to Melody. Like when it in her eyes, he is Satan in the flesh. He is Satan in the flesh. So 6 year issue is insane because I feel like y'all, Martel and Melody has been going through it since they divorced. Since they divorced 6 years ago. Martel and Melody has been going through it. literally has been nonstop. It's literally 2025, January 4th, Saturday, and it literally has been nonstop. You would think a divorce comes and you guys go y'all separates, and it's just that. It's been non-stop drama since the divorce. Martel won't let it go, baby. Martel won't let it go. So the next thing is Trish coming up to get advice from Kimmy about being an entrepreneur. I said, okay. We getting advice from Kimmy about being an entrepreneur. Okay. No comment, but all I said was okay. Okay. I clocked that. What does Trish got on, y'all? She got this blazer collared up to the neck. It's just like, girl, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, why do you have that on, sis? Why are we going to visit Kimmy like this? Kimmy acting like she got a phone call in the midst of Trish coming to knock on her door or whatever. We know Kimmy don't really got no phone call. Kimmy trying to act like a boss. We know Kimmy really not no boss. I was just playing. Like, Kimmy might be a boss, but I would rather you go get entrepreneur advice from somebody else. Kimmy? Okay. That's exactly what I said. Okay. So now all of a sudden she wants to bring up Chris and the situation, and she's wondering how did Martel even inquire about her. Production, do better. We just pulling shit out of our ass now. Like, she is seriously trying to claim next season's storyline at this point. It's so hard even, like, listening to Trish. Like, listening to her formulate a sentence is hard. And she is literally trying to claim her fame of next season. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. I just don't get it, and I just don't goddamn understand it. Y'all, let me see where my man at. See where my food at. Cause he got my food. It's food and man. So I need y'all to bear with me. Let's see what's going on. It still looks like it. It's crazy. We ordered it from home. He's still there. So I'm about to text him and like, is it a wait? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? But I knew it was gonna be like this at this place. Like, when you live in Atlanta, baby, when you're going to get shit in the city, it's always something. Always something. So yeah, he's still there. So my food ain't coming no time soon. So I can talk to y'all. That's all that matters. So Martel, the next scene, Martel ends up meeting up. Martel ends up meeting up with his therapist. I guess she ends up coming to the house because her office, quote unquote, was handling meetings or whatever, that she couldn't go to the office. She had to come to Martel's home. So Martel meets up with his therapist, who is talking about, well, okay, let me come back. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes I have to revert back. So she comes in or whatever. She talks to Martel, pretty woman, black woman or whatever. I think she's cute or whatever. I just don't think Martel needs a cute black woman. I think Martel needs a, I hate to be colorist or anything like that, but I think Martel needs a white woman that's gonna tell him his shit. Like, not no black woman that's attractive to Martel. Martel doesn't need that. He plays too much. He's a child. He has a child mind. He needs somebody to tell him his shit, call out his shit. This seems so minute to all the shenanigans Martel been pulling. So they end up talking about red flags. Martel's saying like he needs to let some of these red flags go. Like that's his problem. He can't just like let go of these certain red flags. He need to let him go. And I'm like, what do you need to let go? Who do you need to let go? Who are you talking about? And it's clear as day you're talking about Ariana Curry. It's clear as day. You're talking these people, quote unquote people, that you need to let go. You're talking about Ariana Curry. That's why Ariana Curry is going to these certain bloggers talking about you. That's why she's going to these certain bloggers spilling shit about you. And they making money off of it because, bitch, you are talking about all these red flags and this person being a red flag and you can't let this person go, but you know this person is bad for you. Like, who the fuck could you be possibly talking about, Marcel, other than Ariana? Like, y'all are like enemies and alliances in one. Like, I cannot fathom, I cannot get what's going on. I literally cannot. It just sounds like y'all are enemies, but at the same time, all y'all got is each other. So y'all like try to benefit off of each other. It's crazy. It's crazy. So what else? Like y'all are dumb. I feel like Ariana and Martel is just like, and it's just me just ranting about the situation with them too and what it all has come to. I just feel like it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy that it has come to all of this. And I do not like Melody all the time, but I feel like she needs to prevail. She needs to prevail and come out on top because they are doing whatever. They doing anything, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting because at the end of the day, you are married to this woman. You took an oath under God with this woman, and then you got this woman over here and this childlike ass mind. Like Ariane reminds me of a 16-year-old in high school that think this way. She is so stuck in a 16-year-old high school ass mind. Anything she say, anything she does, it's just like, can we get with the times? Can we get with the times? Can we move with the times? Like you still stuck on 16, you almost 30, bitch. Like, do better, fool. You couldn't even make your own YouTube video. You had to get Martel involved. Bitch, you didn't upload it on time. Any of that shenanigans. Like, it's just like, bitch, let's do better. Like, Ariane, you're still exposing these lies about what's going on with the situation. Let's go. Like, bitch, move forward. I be seeing bitches on Instagram. I be like, this who Ariane was supposed to be. Like, even Jasmine from Love and Hip Hop has got further with Rashida and Kurt. Like, well, let's move on, y'all. I just feel like Martel needs an older Christian-based therapist, like an older, maybe, and I'm not even being colorist, like he can have even an older black woman, but Christian-based, everything has to do with God. Like, I feel like that's what Martel needs. That's what he needs or whatever. So, I just feel like he doesn't need anybody around his age, and he definitely doesn't need anybody that's married. Like, he doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. He doesn't need that. I don't think he needs that. But whatever, they talk about their issues, whatever. Martel said he has to take accountability. You know, he's trying to put things on the kids or whatever, and what the kids need, and he feels like he needs more accountability to take care of himself or whatever. So Martel ends up having this open house. This is the next scene. We get through it, okay? Y'all, my mic, bear with me, okay? So Martel has the open house. I said them sucks know they be driving some foreign ass cars, boy. Y'all see Maurice and Kimmy get out a Ferrari looking car. But later on in the episode, Maurice and Kimmy, you got a Michael Kors bag. How are we driving a Ferrari Lamborghini with a Michael Kors bag? How are we doing that, Pooh? How are we doing that? You let me know. That Michael Kors bag Kimmy had in this scene looked real TJ Maxx ish. But I'm not clocking anything, that could be her style. That could be her thing. So, okay, move right along. Did Ken and Martell have on the same shirt? It was looking real similar to me. Y'all let me know down in the comments. Did Ken and Martell have on the same shirt? Martell feels how Marquez feel. He's saying this outside with the guys to give you a little bit more context. Martell feels how Marquez feel because he's basically in the same predicament on the other side. He feels like a man has come into his wife's life, doesn't have, intercepted, has intervened, and has, passed judgment on him, not knowing the situation, and that has caused his wife to actually file for divorce. That's why I feel like Martell feels. It's just my feelings that I feel Martell feels by his actions or whatever. So it's just weird. It's just weird. So Martell says that he needs to remove himself. That Ken needs to remove himself. So Marquez and Tris can figure out what exactly they got going on. I feel like he wants Ken to remove himself because he wants whatever man that Melody's fucking with to remove herself. Because he feels like that's the real issue. Like that's the real problem of why they got divorced in the first place. Because it was a man yapping in her ear like, oh, leave him. That's how Marcel feel. Tell me if I'm lying. Get down in the comments and tell me if I'm lying. But this how Marcel feel. So Trish keeps saying how did Martell find me? How did Martell find me? I keep trying to come to the conclusion of how did Martell find me or whatever. Why does it matter, Trish? But let me keep moving along. So they walk in, whatever. They go show the open house. The man is out in the back or whatever. So if I was Ken, I would be like, why is this even the topic of conversation right now? After Nell comes and tell Chris that the conversation is about him, introducing Martell to Trish from the gym when they were, supposed to be married or whatever, going through their divorce or whatever, and they were supposed to be mentoring. And this is a part of Melody saying that, bitch, you wasn't really a mentor because you got your husband on the other end telling my husband what women to get or scouting women for him. Like, bitch, that's why you listen to mentor, okay, Nell? That's why you listen to mentor because you got your husband over here telling my husband how to scout women. That's the problem now. So you shut up. So, like I was saying, I said if I was Ken, I would be like, why is this even a topic of conversation right now? But when we see Ken come up in the house, when the women and Nell call Chris and Martell and Marceau in, Ken is trying to get to the bottom of it just like Trish. So it's just like, get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. But did y'all hear? And this is my last thing. Did y'all hear? Martell said, "Tell Chris Fletcher don't dig a hole." What? You gotta tell this grown ass man don't dig himself a hole while you talking to him. Oh, sorry, y'all. Chris be with the shit. That's what I'm here to tell y'all. Chris be with the shit. Chris be with the shit, y'all. Y'all don't believe me if y'all don't believe me, but Chris be with the shit. He be cheating on Nell. He be doing shit. And I do not trust Chris. And that's the conclusion. That's the conclusion of this episode. So that's all I got for y'all. It's 8 o'clock right now. Let me clock into the episode 10. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this, comment, and subscribe and like. And then we'll be back right back with episode 10. Peace.